Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to bring you guys something that a lot of you guys have been asking me about, but I had to put a lot of thought into this because I have learned so much within my therapies between vestibular therapy and like visual therapy. And obviously I am not a doctor, I am not a therapist, but I did want to share some things that I know have helped me. And I know that there are a lot of you in that place where you haven't even started therapy, you haven't gotten a diagnosis, but you are struggling with like visual vertigo stuff, PPPD, and vestibular migraines, and all. There's a ton of different disorders out there that have very similar, what's the word I'm looking for, symptoms. And so I wanted to first share just a few simple visual therapy things that my therapist shared with me. That did not sound right. Visual therapy? Vision therapy. So, but the thing is, these are gonna seem like baby stuff. This is gonna seem super basic, but if you have not had any vision therapy or have not done anything and you are having struggles with your perception of things, these are actually going to be slightly challenging for you. But I wanted to share the very first thing, or one of the very first things that I was taught by my therapist, and then just a couple of other little things and tricks and tips that will help you going forward. The reason why I'm not going to share all the vestibular stuff is I just felt like this was an area where a lot of people are struggling, and it doesn't seem like a lot of people are getting help with their perception and visual stuff. So I just wanted to share the basics with you guys. But I also am aware that knowing where I was when I first started, if you would have given me 10 different exercises to do, that's too much. Even my therapist would be like, Monica, why did you share all that stuff with all those people? Because it's a gradual thing. You need to work on these one or two little things first, and then, you know, add in another thing. But obviously, if you know you're having issues, you need to go see your doctor. But these are basic things that are not going to harm you. These will help you. And so I just want to share a couple of them. So I'm just going to get right into it. The first one, and you can even Google this one and you should be able to find it online. And it's called pencil push-ups. And now I am going to read it because it's been so long since I've done this one, to be honest. This was like going on a year ago when I first learned this one, okay? So I'm just going to simply show you how this one is done. But like I said, for this one, you can find it online. It's called pencil push-ups. So I have a clicky pencil. That's all the ones my kids like to use. So you're gonna hold your pencil at arm's length, okay? Directly between your eyes. So I'm gonna obviously I'm not gonna go like that because I also wanna be able to read my paper. This is just to help you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna hold a pencil at arm's length directly between my eyes. I'm going to slowly move the pencil towards my nose. As I continue moving the pencil slowly towards my nose, when you can no longer keep it in the single, so you don't want it to, you know, it's going to split off and you're going to see two. When you no longer keep it single, stop moving the pencil and try to get your vision to make it one again. So I'll repeat that for those of you that may have not caught that. So I have my pencil straight out. I'll go like this, okay? So I might look cross-eyed to some of you. So I'm gonna focus more on the tip and the eraser, okay? And I'm gonna slowly, not fast, gonna bring it towards me, just focusing on it. And I'm gonna keep going and going until the pencil splits on me. Honestly, I've come a long ways because normally by now it would have split. But yeah, I'm like super right up close to my eyes and it is split now. So now I'm going to keep it here and I'm going to focus on making it one. And you will definitely feel your eyes pull in like you are looking cross-eyed, but that is okay. You're working your muscles there and your brain at the same time. Now I've made it 1, and now I'm going to slowly go out. I guarantee this is going to make you feel a little funny afterwards, okay? But this does help. And my therapist suggested doing 3 sets of these, basically 3 sets of 20 push-ups. So you could do this 20 times in the morning, 20 times in the afternoon, and 20 times in the evening. If that is too much, obviously don't do it that much. Cut it down in half. Do what feels comfortable for you, because you will feel pulling and straining in here, okay? So I hope that made sense. They are called pencil push-ups. Like I said, one of the very first things I learned, all you need is a pencil to get you started and you're good to go. And that's what's cool about everything I do have here. You don't need anything fancy to help you. Okay. The next thing I actually learned a little bit further down the road, but I felt to share this one anyways, because once again, it is something that everybody has access to. You can use 2 regular cups. I just have some solo cups. And normally, if I was to be doing this, right now I'm sitting on my living room floor. But I go up to my kitchen island, so I'm a little bit more at eye level with these, if that makes sense. So, and I would kind of put them a little bit past my shoulders width apart. And what I'm here for camera's sake, I'll bring them in a little bit closer. This one, once again, is super simple, but I guarantee over time, this is gonna help just your eye and your brain work together, okay? So simply, without moving your head, this is the key with this one, okay? Do not move your head and only move your eyes. And all you're gonna do is look back and forth between the 2. Now back when I first started doing this, believe it or not, I couldn't even talk and keep them consistent, going back and forth, back and forth. It was difficult for me. And once again, maybe do this, 5 minutes or a few sets. 5 minutes is probably too long, but a few sets every single day, morning, afternoon, evening, and just get your eyes used to going back and forth and focusing on an object without moving your head. I can even tell with me already, you're gonna feel it a little bit, okay? And it is absolutely normal for your symptoms to elevate after exercises like this. Just like vestibular exercises, you will get slightly elevated from this, but that's okay. Do what you need to do to come down from that, okay? I do want to share just a couple of tips now. Say you can handle this okay, and with just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. My therapist suggested a metronome. Now, a metronome, for those of you that don't know, is something that keeps a beat. And oh man, I had such trouble with this right away, because all she wanted me to do for a while there was like get my eyes used to going to a beat, back and forth, without moving my head, just my eyes. But then eventually I would try to add in something like hit my lap while I'm going to the beat. I'll show you an example, because the thing is, it's working your overall brain as well. Now, obviously, you don't want to go 100 beats per minute, okay? That's not realistic. I generally, when I first started, I think I was at about 50 beats. Let's see. And if that is still too fast for you, okay, I'm gonna sit up a little bit just so you can see me, what I'm doing, okay? So I have my 2 cups. I'm not gonna move my head, and I'm just going to look back and forth to each cup and keep a beat on my lap, okay? And another big thing while you're doing this, and honestly, this was a challenge for me in the beginning. See, I'm even having a hard time talking to you guys. Learn to take good breaths and breathe to the beat. And not hold your breath. And let your shoulders drop. Okay, and honestly, as soon as you feel like you are screwing up or you're having a hard time going back and forth, it's just time to be done, and that's okay. So if you feel like the tapping along on your knees is too much, seriously, start basic. Just do the eyes back and forth. If you feel like a metronome would be helpful for you, this is a good tool, and learn to breathe along with it. Like I said, you know, this might be a little bit too much for some of you right away, but this is such a simple and easy way to get those things functioning better again. They truly have been huge for me. Now, the last thing is just it's not an exercise, but I know a lot of you, with these diagnoses, you have problems reading, or you have sensitivity to light. So a lot of people that have sensitivity to light, obviously the color white is not our best friend. And so that means we haven't been able to read, or screens are tough. Now, I can't help you with a computer screen. I don't know what to tell you there, but I do want to give you a tip that, once again, my therapist shared with me. So this is the book I'm reading right now. And honestly, I'm doing so much better now that I actually don't have to use this, but I probably still should, because my vision or my perception of things, it still isn't great yet. But all this are those file separator things. And I found that this color of green put on a book, let me show you guys here. So whatever page I'm reading, it kind of masks the white a little bit, so it's not so like bright, because white would overstim me so much, like so much, and this dims everything down. So obviously I'm not going to be able to read a whole chapter in one sitting, but I can maybe read a page with the help of this. I also found that the color blue is beneficial. Obviously you want to stay away from bright colors, because that's not going to help you. Like this bright orange, obviously that's probably not the best color to be putting as you're trying to read. So I would just go like this, and it would instantly ease the straining in my head, and I could actually tell I wasn't getting all that pressure and stuff from reading. One other tidbit too to tell you guys is, on your cell phones, you can make your print a little bit bigger. Do whatever you need to, like just simple little things like this. Over time, you're not gonna know, I guarantee you're probably not gonna notice it right away, but over time I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm actually improving with these things with the help of these little tools. So like I said, I know some of this stuff didn't seem like major things, but I can't stress enough actually how major they truly are. So seriously, give these few things a try. I will try to make more of these kind of videos in the future, but I do not want to overload you with too much, because that is not going to do anybody any good at all. You start with the basics, start with simple things, and these are a few things that can get you started. So if this was helpful, as always, give this video a thumbs up, share it with people that maybe need some tools with if they have a perception issue with their eyes, that these are really basic, simple things that anybody can do, and you will improve from them. So I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will be seeing you guys again shortly. Bye.